Hi guys, I'm just going to do another quick tutorial on some more little clip embellishments. If you remember, I did these ones, which were the leaf clip ones, and they were really popular, and I was asked to do a couple of more designs, so I've come up with another one, and this is a tiddly bit more advanced, not too much, but these are little heart ones, and these ones are done slightly differently. And these have got little dingly dangly hanging off them. So these are just same principle. You clip on the top of your page, but they are two hearts. And some of them are made with just recycled food packaging, and some of them are made with some book paper, which I've actually glued 3 or 4 layers of paper together. So it's gone really quite hard, and that's what I've used for the backing of some of these. But I thought they were really nice, and I thought I'd share this one with you. So these ones, look, I've got, this one is also a bit of a shabby chic style. So this one's got a little rose and a little bit of bling at the bottom, and it's the same again, but you've just got like a little bit of wire that dingles over the top. So here we go. This one's got a steampunk theme, got a little cog on it. That's got a little bit of bling. That's got a little key. This one actually is made of fabric. So I've just stuck a bit of fabric. It's like a bit of muslin-y stuff that I've stuck on there, and then just shabbied it up. So that's just stuck on some book paper, and that's got a little key on it. So it can just show that you can use anything as long as you can stick it down properly. This has just got a little bit of an old necklace on, and there we go. So I'm going to show you how these were made. I'm going to pop those just there for a minute. So what we need obviously the florist wire again. We need a couple of pair of pliers. These are the little heart cutouts that I've got. I did use my big red scissors, you know, the old ones that we had, because I love this heart die. That's why. It's got one that's slightly smaller than the other one, so this is why it worked out perfect. So I've cut some out of some nice paper, just some pattern paper. So I'm going to make 2. So we've got a nice little red one, and then we've got a nice little rosy one. And then these hearts were cut out of the book paper, and these ones were cut out of some cereal packaging. So you can just recycle, so they're the same thickness. But if you use the book paper, you don't have to cover up the back, because you do see on these, you do see the back of the big one. So you can put another piece of paper on the back, the same pattern, but if you use the book paper, then you don't have to, because it's quite nice to see the paper. Okay, so let's go, let's start. So we'll do this one first. So the way we do it on these is they've got to go one end of each piece of wire. So whereas we did the leaf ones, you did them individually, but on this one you have to stick it all together, all on one piece. So what we do, we take a piece of wire, and then you need to measure, you want about 1.5 inches or so in between here, and that's just to give you this little bit so you can wrap it together, twist it round and bend it over. So we need a little gap in the middle, and we measure from that tip to that tip there. So then we just cut a piece off there, like that. Okay, I'll make sure it's straight. And then we have glue stick, and we have some double-sided tape. The double-sided tape I use just to hold the wire down, because it's a little bit stronger. Because when you stick it down, I did try and stick it down just with the glue stick, but the wire just sort of like moved about too much. So that just holds the wire down. So what I'm going to do, pop a little bit of glue stick, glue it around the edges, like this. And this is quite good, this glue stick actually. I never used to use glue stick because I didn't think it was very good. And I've used it quite a lot lately, and I think it sticks really well. So pop that down there, and then we take a piece of this. I'm in shot here. Then we stick that down through the middle and up through the little bit at the top. And then what we need to do is stick this piece of paper over the top. So you want the pattern paper in between the card and the wire in between the card and the pattern paper, like so. Then you just squidge it down and make sure it's stuck down tight. There we go. Make sure that wire's right in the middle. And then what we need to do is the same with the other end, but with a smaller heart. So again, I take a piece of double-sided tape, pop it in the middle here, take it off, and pop a little bit of the glue stick on here, like that. And we need to stick this piece of this end so you through here, so they're attached to the same piece of wire. Pop the pattern paper over the top to hide the wire, squash it down, there you go. And what I did, I just inked up the edges, just so you couldn't sort of like see these like little white edges on there. And you can, on this one, I did sort of like shabby up, it's my little nail file here. I just rubbed the edges to take a little bit of the colour off the paper, and it just sort of like distresses it, really. You can see more of the top one, obviously the little one, because that's on the top. So if you wanted it distressed, and you just go over it with the ink, like that, and the same with the bigger one, like this, and it just sort of like makes it a bit distressed. Okay, so now we've done that, put this away. Right, so what you have to do then is, now you've got them at either end, you hold them like this, and you want to twist it round so they go on top of each other, the smaller one on top of the bigger one. Okay, then you want to pinch this top bit on here, and then we twist this round. So hold this bit tight so it doesn't move the wire underneath. If you wanted to let them dry a little bit, so the glue dries a little bit, then just leave them for 5 minutes. But I'm a little bit too impatient. So there we go, so that's stuck, so you've got on top of that one. Let me just show you, let me get a piece of paper. Look, so then that just sticks on there like so. Okay, so then we have, once we have our little round nose pliers, and we just tip it over, just turn it over like that, push it down, and that gives you the little loop to hang your little dingly dangly off. So what did I find here? I've got these little, this is like a little moon and star, and a little bit of a pearl. So what I thought, I'd hang these on here, like this, and put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. So I'll open up this little loop there, and we just hang it onto the end, like so. And there we have, we've got a little dingly dangly hanging off there. So there we go. That's really nice. That looks a really nice sort of bohemian type one, just with the colours. So that's really nice, and I'll show you quickly again how it's done. So we'll do this one. This is done with the food packaging one. So this is just a cereal box. So again, we have, we want to put it on here. You can put this on both sides, but I've only cut one out for the moment, so we'll do it on this one. So we'll measure the wire. So again, we want about 1.5 inches or so in between. Depends how big you want to dangle off, how big you want this. If you don't want it too big, then don't have a bigger gap here. If you want it longer, then just do a little bit more wire in between. But once you start making them, you'll see how you like it and how you'd like to do it yourself. So let's just measure. So you measure through there, cut this end off here. So this is just, I'm just showing you how they're made, but obviously you can just do it however you want to. You can come up with all sorts of ideas, but in general you could probably do some circles actually, and put a circle on top of each other. So there's so many different ways that you can do it, and I just love making them. Just make them and make them. So let's pop a little bit of double-sided on here, like this. A little bit of glue, like so. And here. And then again we pop it down like that. We pop this in the middle so it comes out the top. Oh, piece of the nice pattern paper over the top, like that. Make sure it's all stuck down properly. Put that out the way a bit. So I'm hoping I'm in shot here. So there we go. Stuck down, and then we do the same this side. Pop a little bit of double-sided tape on here, down through the middle. Turn these over. A bit of glue on the edges. Go. Pop this piece of wire down through the middle, like that. Put this onto it like there. Go. Squodge it down so we make sure we're all stuck nicely. And then we'll use a little bit. You don't have to ink the edges, but I quite like them inked up. Like this. Okay, so that's just done that. So again, what we need to do, you hold it from the top so the wire doesn't move. Make sure this are stuck down properly. And then you just twist it round and then push it back there like that. So they're on top of each other. You want to hold that really quite tight so they're down there. Pinch that really tight and then just twist. Twist it round and round and round. So this is why you do really need the thin florist wire, because it's very easy to use and twist. So there we go. Again, look, just slots in there like that. You can stick anything on there if you like. I'm sure you guys will come up with huge amounts of ways of doing it. Once you start, your ideas start flowing. So what did I have? Oh, a little starfish. Let's use that one. Go. Oops. You can just have anything on there. So there we are. So we've got, if you've got a little under the sea theme or something, a nice little starfish on there. So I suppose you could even make these into like fish shapes. Got a starfish hanging on. You can have, there's endless ways of shapes that you can use. So there we go, guys. I'm hoping you enjoyed that. That was the other one. I will pop the link to that in case anybody hasn't seen it. So that's the first one. So they are a little bit more complicated than these, but not too much. And here's the rest of them. So I really hope you enjoyed that and you could follow me. It wasn't too bad. There we go, guys. So if you did, please do subscribe to my channel, and please a big thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.